What's good, y'all? It's your boy Slice and Pie back here with,
Daughter Zeus.
and you already know what it is. We're about to talk about One Piece chapter 1046. It was kind of a slower chapter, but I don't know how y'all felt. I feel like we kind of needed that after the last few weeks. It's literally been almost a month of tense. I don't know. How'd you feel, Darius?
I needed a breather, Dalton. I needed a breather, and Oda always comes through clutch. He's in his go-yard duffel. He knows what the readers think, and I thank God for this intermediate chapter. Still action-packed in a sense, but intermediate in a sense as well.
Exactly. And I think that that's a great way to put it. So without further ado, let's get into it. And Darius, I'm going to start this off by asking you the same exact thing that Kaido asked Luffy. What the hell is Luffy?
I don't know, but I'm glad that he's thinking like every single reader, like reading this shit right now. Because we've been asking the same questions these past couple chapters, Dalton. We've been saying, what is the devil fruit Luffy has? It doesn't seem like a Paramecia. It seems more like a Zoan in this awakening. We've been asking, who are you? Because I don't know if you feel the same way, but I'm getting weird vibes from Luffy right now. Not in a bad way at all. But they've been talking about there's wills of devil fruits and that people are destined to do certain things. Like Zunesha even said during this chapter, he says, this all feels like fate. I can't help but think that we should put our faith in this boy. I know he knows who the Joyboy was back in the day, but like, there's this fate, there's this will that all coincides next to Mugiwara Luffy. Is Luffy just a pawn in the grand scheme of things? Is Luffy right now? Is the fruit taking over? I don't know. I don't even know if I'm voicing it right, but you know what I mean?
I feel what you're saying, but in my eyes, like, Oda this chapter and Luffy even said, like, I'm Strawhat Luffy. Like, I'm the man that's gonna surpass you and become king of pirates. Like, I definitely understand what you're saying, whereas Zunesha says, why does this feel like fate, or like this feels like fate? Should we put our faith in this boy? So, but in the series, I feel like the two words that always get brought about all the time are like will and fate. Every single time that these two things meet, like they always kind of coincide. Like even whenever Blackbeard and Ace meet up and Zia like comes up and
it's a glorious
they fight.
day, Ace.
And you know what I mean? And they fight for 3 days straight. Blackbeard even tells them like this was fate. Like we were fated to fight. And like I feel like what happens is like fate is always presented in these situations, and whoever's will is greater bends fate to their advantage. Like fate's always gonna be there. Fate is like something that it's just situations that are gonna present themselves regardless. You know what I mean? Whether it's real life or in the series. So
I feel you, but at the same time, Dalton, like Hiyori predicted this. There's scriptures from the past or whatever, like 800 years ago. They knew that this shit was gonna happen. Now, even Roger, he went to Laugh Tale and said, "It's not my time. It's gonna be soon, though." Like, why is Luffy the forefront of it? Why did Shanks get this fruit? And Dalton, there's a lot of shit when it comes to fate and will, and I don't think you're wrong at all. I think that you have a very insightful opinion on it as well, but like, this shit's just interesting, man, and I don't know what to think of it.
I agree with you. I think the only way I could put it is it's very interesting that even the elders talk about like the Gomu Gomu no Mi having a will of its own. And so it's almost like the Gomu Gomu no Mi was fated to get captured by the government, but its will was greater than the government's will. So it bended fate to its advantage and ended up getting consumed by Luffy.
But what if it bended fate in a different sense? What if in the sense it bended fate was that it knew that it wanted Mugiwara Luffy at this point in history? Like, I know you haven't read Berserk yet, but hey, everything is in God's hand. Everything has been destined to occur. And whether you like it or not, yes, you can bend fate, but are you just a sheep chasing down the same red line that you were always supposed to go down? I don't know.
It's very one thing that would also be very interesting. I don't know how long ago this happened, but I remember Luffy talking to somebody. It might have been in Sabaody, and somebody was just basically telling Luffy like a bunch of things were like it was fate. Like this is fate. It was gonna happen. Mm-hmm. And I remember Luffy saying like, I hate fate. Like I just want to like be free. Like I want to live. So like, what'll be very interesting moving forward is like once Luffy learns So whoever does tell Luffy everything that he has to know about his fruit, and like Luffy learns that like he's the fated person, is Luffy even gonna? What are Luffy's aspirations still gonna be? Like Luffy wants to be the king of pirates, but like
it's always gonna be what it is. But like I think he's fated for certain. He's fated for greatness. At the end of the day, he's fated for whatever he's supposed to be. Like the shit that the Joyboy is going to do. I think that is just a predestined thing that this entity, this person, the Joyboy, was gonna get done. And I don't know if that's still Luffy's will to chase down that fate, but I think he is destined to do this.
Okay, I'm with that. So was it just fate that Raizo and Jimbei met up
And said, "Thank you, brother." That was some Toto and Yuji Itadori shit, Dalton. That was crazy.
The chills that I got reading that panel, Darius, I'm serious, that might have been like one of my top 3 favorite moments in all of Wano. Just seeing the culmination all the way back to Zoe of like, I remember it was literally a meme, like it was funny whenever Zunesha was cleaning herself off and like everybody's getting like flooded. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a meme, and then Raizo just being like, "Oh, can I use some of this?" You know, the people there are like, yeah, like it's water. We get this every day. Go ahead.
Come on.
Like, so just like the culmination of all the way back to Zoe, just to see like Raizo has been living with that failure of not being able to save Lord Odin all those years, and just thinking about that every single day, even something as small as like a little detail like being on Zunesha and seeing all that water. He said, "I couldn't stop the castle from burning last time, but like rest assured next time there's fire, like I will be prepared to like save Momonosuke and everybody." It's just like I'm getting goosebumps talking about it, man. Like that was one of my favorite moments.
And Jimbei said, "What do you mean?" Threw that shit through the whole castle, which presumably solves one issue: resolution of the fire. Hopefully, now that there's water coursing throughout the entire place, flooding it. You know, water, fire.
Eat shit, Conjuro.
Oh, come on.
Eat shit, Conjuro.
Eat shit. However, Dalton, there's devil fruit users in here.
The devil fruit users they can swim, right? They can swim, right?
Right? This boy Law is about to be That boy kid is better than a bid. Killer's gonna save all of them or some shit. I don't know. Obviously, they're
Killer can't stop laughing. Killer talking about we're saved because the water. I just literally picture the SpongeBob meme. We're saved, saved, as the big flood just coming down.
Nah, but that was really a beautiful display of just coalescing a bunch of points from the story into something that didn't need to be so beautiful. I tip my hat to you on that one. That was a very, very cool shit that they did right there. Jimbei is one of my favorite Straw Hats right now, and I know he's new to the crew, obviously, but since he came through in the Paramount War, I've known that Jimbei was a nigga. I knew he was a black man, even if he's a fishman, and he's top 3 for me, bro. That's a cool ass.
Easily top 3. And the reason that Jimbei's so special, man, is because everybody everybody on the Straw Hat crew is for each other, but everybody is selfish in some way. Jimbei has to be the most selfless person on the crew.
Nah, he left.
Like there's nothing that he wants for himself.
He left greatness a long time ago just to help folks. He was like helping Big Mom and low key, you know what I mean? Like he assigned her fleet and shit. And now he just came over, left his crew just to be on Luffy's ship.
Because he knows that Luffy's special, man.
Because
like,
he knows
it
that
is not even for himself. Like that's the. But like the craziest part is like he knows it's not even for himself. Like he's like, this is for like my fisherman niggas in the future, bro. Like this is so like all of them can come up to and live on shore. Like Shirahoshi can like guide everybody, and like all the fishermen can live on.
She gonna pull that big ass bubble. Shirahoshi gonna pull that big ass bubble out of the ocean with a bunch of sea kings, and we gonna all be flying to the sunset.
We flying in the resin bubbles, boy.
Come on, dog. What do you mean?
But other than that, man, I don't think that I really got no predictions for the next chapter. It was fun seeing Franky again. You know what I'm saying?
Super. He said, "Y'all better hurry up, or I'ma burn you."
Or I'ma burn your ass. Get away from me.
I love Franky. I love fucking some Franky. But yeah, it's good to see everybody's alive. Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Zoro's alive. Nice. Hopefully we catch up to Chopper. There's really, like, honestly, it'd just be a lot of speculation talking about next chapter. I don't really think that, like, there's a lot of open doors for what's going to happen. I think we'll get some, like, big information in the next, like, chapter or two.
Pivotal
as to what's
chapters
gonna
are
fully
upcoming.
happen.
Pivotal chapters are upcoming.
Yeah. So, like, it'll be very interesting to see the Luffy Kaido fight. See what happens with the squad. How
I'm really
Onigashima,
excited to see
gonna
how
fall.
what Luffy's final draw is to beat Kaido. This is just a Western battle right here. They're pulling out all their dukes. This is a pirate show for real. And I'm excited to see what the last trick up Luffy's sleeve is to beat Dancing Hair Kaido.
100%. And then the last thing before we leave, I don't know what Luffy is gonna end up naming that attack, but my best guess is Gomu Gomu no Helicopter.
Probably not any dumb shit like United States Smash.
And on that note, I'm gonna
Yeah, I'm fucking outta here.